Hey everybody, this is Kevin Abbott from Barrel of Monks Brewing, and I am in search of the perfect pair like I am every single week. And that has brought me to Kpow in Boca Raton in Mizner Park. And Kapow has been a partner of ours for a long, long time, and just an absolutely incredible menu. They have such a well-created beer list, and also great whiskeys, great wines, sakis. I mean, just a spectacular spot, and also a gorgeous spot. There are places, restaurants to go that are as beautiful, but there are not many more beautiful and more gorgeous to eat in. When you look around at these gorgeous LED boards, there's just such great theming, and you just feel so comfortable and relaxed when you come in here. And there's an experience. Not just the food's amazing, the beer is great, we believe, but the experience of being here is also really, really fantastic, and it has to be talked about. We are here, although focusing really on the food and the beer pairings as always. And what I've got here is the Mongolian short rib tacos, and I wanted to pair this with the single in Havana, which is our Belgian blonde ale with guava. Single in Havana is always available here, and so are the Mongolian short rib tacos. These are on the menu. This dish I really thought would work well because this has that kind of Asian-inspired, like smoky, sweet sauce. Short rib, really, really nice to go with like a blonde ale and a pilsner. Beers like that are kind of light and crisp. It also has these beautiful-looking shallots. They're pickled, spicy shallots with some micro cilantro on there as well. And like I said, that sauce that adds that little bit of tang and that little bit of sweet and smoky flavor. And when we have something like the single in Havana, the guava flavors and the fruit flavors, I think, are going to pair really, really well with the sauce and go really, really well, especially with the pickled onions. I like a little bit of acidity when to add a little bit of a bite to this beer. This beer is kind of soft and supple, really clean and dry, and it has that fruit-forward nature of it because it's made with guava, but that acidity is really, really, really nice complement. So this beer, like single Havana, with things like pickles and things that pickled items in general work really, really well together with that. So I thought the pickled onions are really going to help bring this together. There's also coriander in this dish. It's mentioned on the menu. Coriander is a spice that comes out of a lot of the phenols out of Belgian yeast strains, and this is a Belgian blonde ale, so that's another thing that's going to lend into the yeast profile and add some really nice flavor and complexity to the dish. I'm going to dive in and see if we made this a good choice, if I was correct. This is a beautiful taco. Let's go. A little more smoky than sweet as far as the presentation of the pork itself and the sauce. The beef is so tender, it kind of melts in your mouth with also having a good consistency. So it's not just like falling apart, which is not what you want. You want right that middle ground. So you have some texture as well as tenderness. The coriander and the cilantro just pair really, really well with Belgian beers in general. And there's subtle Belgian aspects to this single in Havana, but it's kind of bringing those flavors out more and more. And like I thought, the acidity and the really nice spiciness of those pickled shallots they just really pop with this single in Havana. The guava aspect of the Havana adds a really, really nice fruity aspect to it that this dish does not have. So now you have smoky, you have umami, you have acidity, and now you bring in that guava. That's really, really nice together. It really is. This is tasting more like a Belgian blonde ale with the spices of the coriander and the cilantro. Things that are normally much more subtle in this beer are being more pronounced, which is adding to the complexity of the overall dish and the pairing. Yeah, this is a really, really nice pairing. I like these things together. One last thing I always have to mention as far as like the body and what the beer is trying to also do with the dish is trying to refresh the palate. Wash down kind of the fattiness and the richness of the beef and the sauce, which is considerable. I mean, this is a rich dish. It's not over the top. It's the right amount, but you need something that's going to be dry and drinkable and makes it so that each bite is like your first bite. I think something like a blonde ale is just going to do a really, really good job with this. I can see some other beers pairing really well. I actually think our wit, our Mizner white ale would pair really, really well with this. I think our triple would pair well with this. So if you are at home or you're having this dish here, you got to come here and have it. But there's some other options that you might want to try out with this. But if maybe you're gonna get this dish to take home, you're gonna pick this up, you want to go by. If you've got Wizard or Three Face in your fridge, that will work too. Also, if you're looking at more like other breweries, make great triples, great woods as well. If you don't have access to barrel monks because you're watching this in a different state where we're not distributed, that's what I would recommend. If you're looking for like this braised short rib, these kind of flavors, those are the kind of beers that I'd be looking for to pair really, really well. Like I said, please come down here to Kpow. There's multiple locations. They have one up in West Palm Beach. They have the one down here in Boca Raton. It's closer to us, which is obviously the one we come to the most. But just a fantastic location, beautiful to be in, great experience. The food's to die for. There was 15 things on this menu I thought would pair really, really well with Signal in Havana. I think we picked a good one. But if you want to come in and try all the different items, you have these small kind of plates, shareable. It's a really cool place to have. And I also mentioned they have a private party area, a private event space in here. Just a lot to check out. It's great to walk around Mizner, and we hope that we'll see you down here, and we hope that you'll continue to check in with us on The Perfect Pair, and also give us some suggestions of things that you'd like to see us feature, restaurants you might want to see us go to in the local area if you're local, and also tell us if you have a chance to come in here and try these great pairings. And we'll see you next time. Cheers.